Hi all, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira and my channel is all about trying new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, I hope you consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Today guys, we are doing a new makeup releases. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done one. I've been so busy and there've been so many releases that I wanted to like sit down and talk about, and then I feel like now they've been out for a while and it's too late to talk about them because they're not new anymore technically. So I had to sit down and sort of look at what's been released recently and what's worth talking about. And honestly, I feel like this is the season of complexion products. I feel like we are getting a ton of foundations, a ton of concealers, and some blushes and some bronzers. Like that's what we're getting. we're not seeing a lot of eyeshadow palette releases, though there is one that we're going to talk about. But I feel like the majority of the releases have been that have caught my eye, and you guys let me know if you feel the same way, or the things that I'm seeing the most of and that are sort of making me go are all of the foundation releases. I'm like, really, I want to try them all. Let's get into it. All right, first up, let's talk about the main thing that was announced and that was sneak peeked, because it's what we're all talking about. It's what I was talking about on Instagram. I'm so excited. Pat McGrath has announced her bronzer launch. Finally, we are getting a bronzer collection. We are getting bronzers from Mother Pat, and I am so excited. And I've already scoped out the shades. I kind of know what I want to get. I'm very excited. I think I'm going to get two of the shades. Let me scooshy, as Angelica would say, but let me move over so I can put the photo up. But this is what the collection looks like, and it's called the Divine Bronze Collection. She's coming out with 8 shades of bronzer. God, I think that's amazing. 8 shades is a great range, and they're $39 each, which isn't bad at all. And she's coming out with a Divine Rose 3 blush and a Divine brush. So she's coming out with some kind of brush for her bronzers and blushes. And then she's also coming out with a Divine Bronze Luxe Quad, Venusian Sunrise. It is a new quad, so it's not a repeat of anything. And then she's coming out with Permagel Lip Pencil, the Nude Venus Matte Trans Lipstick, Nude Venus Gloss, and the full collection, if you wanted everything, which you don't need everything, guys, will be $435. You don't need to get everything. Just get, like, you know, get a couple things if that's what you want. So let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these bronzers. So I'm going to put a picture up of what all the shades look like. I've already scoped out which 2 I'm getting, because I am in fact getting 2. So I want to get Bronze Divinity and Desert Glow. Now, Desert Glow looks a bit on the light side for me, but it is a shimmery bronzer. It is, I think, the only one of these that has a hint of shimmer to it. I love a shimmery bronzer. I'm wearing a shimmery bronzer now. I love a shimmery bronzer, and I'm like, yes ma'am, I'll take that. I'll take one of those. But Bronze Divinity, I really want to try out the matte formulation as well, so I think I'm going to get Bronze Divinity. Burnished Honey looks a little bit red in undertone, which I'm not really a fan of, so I think I'm going to go for Bronze Divinity. I'm not picking up the quad. The quad is pretty. I'll put some swatches up here. The quad is pretty, but it's basic, and she's done these tones before. And if you have, I mean, they're new shades, but it's a gold, a rosy taupey shade, a brown, and like a champagne metallic. Like, do you need that? No, you don't. Do I need that? No, I don't. So I'm not going to be getting that. I'm not going to be getting the blush either. The thing that has caught my eye is the gloss. I am wearing one of her glosses today, and I love her gloss formula, and it's caught my eye. I'm interested, and the lip pencil looks interesting too. I don't know if I'm gonna pick these things up right now. I might wait for them, like when she has her big sale. I am gonna pick up the bronzers just because I want to review them for you guys, but I might skip out on the other items until later on, because they're not things that I absolutely have to have at this exact moment. The other items that she just came out with, and these are actually available now, the bronzer, her Divine Bronze collection launches on March 30th. But currently what is available are her Satin Allure lipsticks. Now she came out with a couple of shades of these for her Bridgerton collection, part 1 and part 2. And she's now expanded the range and released more shades, and I'll put a picture of what they look like. I'll put them here. I am kind of interested in this. This is a formula that I actually haven't tried from Pat, and which is strange for me because I've tried almost all of her formulas of everything. So I'm kind of in the mood to try some of these. I might get maybe 1 or 2 when I pick up the bronzers, because they're quite pretty. I don't love the packaging. I don't love the bow. I find the bow to be a little cheesy, a little chintzy, a little I like her sleek black gold packaging, or when she does the all gold packaging. I like that, but I can look past that to get a shade. I don't know what shade I would get though, but these are currently available, and they retail for $30. You can also do trios for $79, and they come in how many shades here? I think it's, yeah, I was right. There's 11 shades. So some of these are shades that were in the Bridgerton collection. So if you bought those, just make sure, you know, double check before you order so you're not purchasing the same things, because those are part of this collection as well. Now, let's talk about all of these complexion products, okay? So I'm gonna scoot to the side again, and let's first talk about the new Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint Foundation, 24-hour Skin Tint Foundation. I will put a picture up of what they look like here. It comes in, does it say how many shades it comes in? It comes in 11. That's really random. Why 11? Why not 12? It could use another shade in there for sure. They should have rounded it out. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in it because I'm really into skin tints. I like skin tints. I like the idea of something really sort of light for, you know, for the upcoming warmer seasons. I will have to see what this range looks like outside of this picture, because I don't hold high hopes for it. If you look at those first 3 shades, they look practically identical, and then they have one deep shade, and the medium range is kind of trash too. So I'm interested, but I'm like wary. You know, I'm cautiously interested, I would say, in that. And that is not out yet. That comes out, it says coming soon on their website and retailers. So I've been checking Ulta, and it hasn't launched yet, but when it does, I probably will at least look and see if there's a shade that will match me. This picture doesn't really tell me all that much. Another sort of skin tint that is, yeah, it is a skin tint that's coming out, is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF Moisturizing Skin Tint. This looks really, I'm interested. I've never tried the Born This Way complexion products. I've never tried the concealer or the foundation. But I'm interested in this because I like the idea, again, of a skin tint that gives a bit of glow. I like the fact that the shade range looks a little bit better than the Maybelline one, but not by much. But I will say they have way more deeper tones than the Maybelline one does. It is oil free, so that's great because I don't want anything that has a lot of oils in it, especially when in the warmer months. Like that would just slide off my face. Like my skin used to be really oily, and now it's more normal. In the summer is when my oils really come through. So if I'm going to be wearing this in the summer, I don't want anything that's like super oily. But yeah, that is $42, and it is, I believe, available now. At least I saw it on the Too Faced website, so I believe it is available now. The foundation release that I am the most excited to try is the Say Beauty Glowy Super Skin Lightweight Hydro Bronze Serum Foundation. It retails for $40. It comes in 36 shades, and it's available now on Sephora and the Say Beauty website. I think the shade range is fantastic. I am very intrigued by this. Sephora is having their VIB sale coming up next month, and this is in my cart. This is definitely going in my cart. I want to try more from Say Beauty. I've only tried the bronzer, which I like. I don't love it as much as I did when I first got it. I used it for a month, I think. Was it last month? It was either my February makeup capsule or my January, I can't remember. And after using it for a month straight, I was kind of like, it's not as good as my NARS or my Liz Beauty one. But those are my faves, so it's not bad. I want to try more from the brand is my point. And I actually want to try the concealer as well, which I know some people don't like, but when I read the description of it, I'm like, that sounds pretty nice. Huda is coming out, Huda Beauty, or under her Glowish range, is coming out with a Glowish Bright Light Hydrating Sheer Vegan Concealer. 15 shades, $27, coming soon. I'm mentioning this because I'm intrigued in the sense that, like, I've seen people, I don't own it, but I've seen people wear and try on and review the Glowish foundation, and I feel like people either loved it or absolutely hated it, and there was no in between. I watched reviewers be like, this is the most amazing thing ever, and I've watched reviews of people like, this is trash. And to come out with a concealer, and I just kind of wonder, because that foundation has such a, it almost is like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but with more pigment. And so I'm like, that's so, not shimmery, but it's so glowy, and like, how is that going to work for a concealer? Like, what exactly are the properties of this concealer that would be okay? And it says that it's a lightweight illuminating concealer that melts into the skin. I want to know. Now, will I be buying this? No. Will I be watching reviews of it? Yes, because I'm hoping that someone takes one for the team and gets this. It won't be me, but I hope someone does, so that I can just see what exactly that would even entail, considering how utterly glowy and like metallic almost the foundation is. Let's talk about another foundation being released that I think actually it's available now, and it is the Beyond Wear Perfecting Matte Foundation from Burberry. I have never tried anything from Burberry. I forgot that they came out with their own makeup line, honestly. So yeah, but I'm kind of intrigued. I don't like that it's a matte foundation. I'm just not about that super matte life at the moment. But you know how, like, when you just kind of want to see what they're talking about, like, what's Burberry doing? I kind of could see someone, not me, picking this up to try it out. So again, I'm gonna watch. I'm sure like Michelle Wong will probably have this foundation. I would be shocked if she didn't. I want Michelle Wong, please get this so we can watch you review it, because I want to know. It sounds interesting. It's 24 shades. It's $60. The range is a little, I mean, the deeper tones are not well represented, but I do want to see people's thoughts on this. Concealers. Let's talk about Valentino. Very Valentino 24-hour wear hydrating concealer in 20 shades, $35. I believe it is out already. Because this was announced. Yeah, it is out already, because I know a couple people who reviewed it after picking it up at Sephora. Now, here's the deal. I'm probably gonna eventually pick this up to try, because I purchased the Valentino Foundation, guys, but I got it in the wrong shade. So I have to return it and get the right shade, exchange it for the right shade, which I'm gonna do, because I'm still very interested in it. Like, when I put it on my face, I was like, this is way too deep, but I was really intrigued by the texture of it. So I really want to give it a good honest try, especially for $60. So I'm probably going to pick this up to try with the foundation at some point. So once I've gotten that straightened out and had time to like exchange that, I might pick up the concealer as well and do a little review for you guys. We'll see. And then finally we have Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer, 20 shades, $60. This is a concealer. Okay, so let's put this into perspective. Valentino Beauty is expensive. That foundation is $60 hairs. This is a concealer for $60 hairs. Like, even Valentino's like, oh no, we're not gonna charge that much for our concealer. Their concealer is, I think, $35. And this is a stick concealer. Nothing about this sounds good to me. A stick concealer. I don't like stick foundations. Why would I like a stick concealer? $60? For a stick concealer, I don't know. You guys know how I feel about Tom Ford. I just feel like the brand overall is overpriced and overrated. So it's a no for me. If you guys want to try it, do you. It's your money. Do you. Will I be buying it? No, I will not. Tarte is coming out with their glow tape. I think this is already out, but I could be wrong. I think they came out with like 2 shades of it, and then they have now released a 3rd one, a deeper tone. So it comes out in 3 tones: golden glow, pearl glow, and bronze glow. They're $35. I haven't tried I've kind of been interested in trying the contour tape from Tarte. I've heard mixed reviews. I know some people love it, some people hate it. I'm just kind of intrigued overall. Kind of want to try it out for science, you know. This, however, does not really catch my eye. I'm not really feeling the tones of it. Even they all kind of have a slight, I feel like metallic undertone, which I'm just not here for. But yeah, like I said, these retail for $35, and I do believe they're available now. And then let's talk about something that I'm absolutely buying. But I am probably going to get it in the Sephora sale, and that is the COSA's The Sun Show Glowy Warmth Baked Bronzer. I'm excited about this. I want to try this. I already know what shade I'm getting. I am very excited to try this. These are available now at COSA's and on, I believe, on Sephora, and they retail for $35 each. They are a clean, talc-free, clean, blah, 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 bronzer for soft, glowy warmth with the prettiest subtle sheen. And I've seen the swatches, like on the actual face of the models on their website, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. And it has a bit of shimmer to it. Like I said, guys, a shimmery bronzer. Am I gonna be buying like foundations, concealers, and bronzers and blushes this year? Probably. There's a truck outside that I am trying to wait out, but it just won't leave. So if you guys hear like rumbling in the background, it's the truck that's sitting outside my building, and I'm annoyed. Anyway, let's talk about this new Too Faced palette. It's been out. People have posted reviews about it, so I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I just want to talk about it because it is their Italian Spritz Lake Como cocktail inspired palette. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. I want to talk about this because I've heard nothing but great things about this palette. The reviews have actually been really positive for it. And I want to say that I personally feel like mainstream brands have really been dropping the ball on eyeshadow palettes as of late. Because as much as I have seen great reviews for that palette, nothing about it is making me want to purchase it. Not even the great reviews. It looks like a bunch of palettes that I already own. You know what I mean? And there's nothing particularly unique about it except maybe the theme around it. But even that I've seen before. You know, like like ColourPop had their Limoncello palette, you know. I just feel like I have been in an eyeshadow palette right now. That's the irony of that, is that I've purchased like 3 eyeshadow palettes in the last, or 2 eyeshadow palettes in the last like month and a half, 2 months. But they've been indie palettes. They've been from indie brands, and I feel like there hasn't been a whole lot being released by mainstream brands as far as palettes go, and when they are being released, they look like the Too Faced palette. And nothing about that is aesthetically pleasing to me. Like, I don't look at that and get excited, you know. I briefly considered purchasing it to review for you guys, but then I had to think about that from a perspective of, I then have that in my collection, and what am I going to do with it after that? That's sort of like the give and take that I have to have with buying things for review, but also understanding that these are things, when I'm purchasing things to review for you guys, I'm also bringing things into my life that I then have to decide if I want to keep, if I want to make space for, if I'm going to use, if it's worth my money, because I don't get PR, so anything that I bring in, I'm paying for out of pocket. So for me, I have to weigh all of that as far as like, is it worth it? For me, even though I probably would have gotten, you know, a decent amount of views from that, it's just, you know what it kind of looks like to me, but not as good. It kind of looks like the Pat McGrath Utopian Dreams palette, but not as nicely, not as well curated. Do you see what I mean? Like that purpley tone and like those pinky orangey brown tones. And do you see it? I see it, but like not as special. And I'm like, okay, but I have that in a special formulation that I love, in higher quality eyeshadow. Like the Tint Too Faced palettes are actually pretty good. Are they Pat McGrath good? Absolutely not. So again, it's just, for me, I'm just sort of like, I can let go of that. I don't need that. Let's have another chit chat because I have feelings. I have thoughts and I have feelings, and I'm going to talk about it. So Vanessa Hudgens is launching or relaunching No Beauty, which originally was included Madison Beer. That, like, I think she's like a TikTok. I mean, I know her name, but I don't know. Like, I think she's a TikToker. I don't TikTok, my people. I sound like an old, but I am an old, and I don't TikTok. But it was originally with Madison Beer, but now it's a rebrand, and it's a skincare brand with accessibly priced solutions that fit seamlessly into your beauty ritual. The products are available now on their website, but I also feel like this is an Amazon brand. I could be wrong, but I heard something about this being an Amazon brand, kind of similar to how Lady Gaga's House Labs was originally an Amazon brand before she took it and rebranded it and made it 1,000 times more interesting and better quality and took it to Sephora. So Now Beauty is it's an Amazon brand, guys. Why? I'm so over it. I'm so over the celebrity. First it was the celebrity makeup brands, and now it's all about the celebrity skincare brands. I remember scrolling on Instagram and seeing that John Legend had come out with the skincare brand, and I'm like, are we checking for John Legend's skincare routine suddenly? Did I miss something? Are you looking at pictures of John Legend and going, oh my God, his skin, what is his secret? Because I'm not saying the man has bad skin. I'm just saying, why? Why? And I'm just sort of over the cash grabs. I'm over the cash grabs. I feel it's so disingenuous. Half the time it's just licensing, with people licensing their names, and it's being slapped onto a product that's being sold by a brand incubator, or, you know, sort of similar to the whole Jaclyn Hill thing. Everyone thought she owned her company. She does not. It's a Morphe brand with her name slapped on it. So I'm just kind of over it. And I saw that launch announcement and I kind of got irrationally angry. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, why? Why? And I say again to you, my people, why? I don't understand. I don't want it. And I'm like, I want to know. Are you guys buying these brands? Are you buying these products and trying them out? Because I feel like they're kind of coming out one on top of the other. And I'm wondering if anyone is actually purchasing these things. Like, I know what they're doing is sort of like marketing to these people's like core fan base. But even still, like Vanessa Hudgens' fan base, are they buying random creams for $35 from her and clay masks? And I want to know. Hi, baby. I'm just puzzled. And I want to know if you guys are as puzzled as I am, but not only puzzled, but just irritated by the whole thing. I'm over it. I don't want to buy butt cream from JLo. I don't want to buy a clay mask from Vanessa Hudgens. If I'm buying skincare, I want to buy skincare from brands that have a long-standing or relatively long-standing place within the skincare community, with science and facts backed behind them, and not just a celebrity face with a large price tag plastered on the products. You tell me what you think. That's my opinion, But I am more than happy to listen to what you guys have to say, but that's just what I think. And finally, you guys, let's talk about another celebrity makeup brand. Let's talk about Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani. So Give Beauty is coming out with, I think it's, how many? Six eye creams at $20 each. Let me scoosh so you guys can see the shades. This shade range is strange to me. Does this not seem strange to you? It's like two golds, one like deeper one, lighter one, a matte kind of like mustardy yellow, tan, brown, a bronze, a burgundy-ish brown, and then a pink and a blue. I don't understand. They're also coming out with liners, but I don't even want to talk about those, honestly, guys. I just kind of looked at them and I'm like, I'm not anti Give Beauty. I'm interested. I've never tried anything from Gwen Stefani's line, but I have heard good things about the quality of the products. If I were to ever try anything, it would probably be like a lipstick or something like that. But again, it's funny that we're ending this talking about another celebrity brand. I will say that certain celebrity brands hit better than others. You know, some of them actually seem like there's some thought behind them and like actual quality products, like, you know, like House Labs. I really have enjoyed pretty much everything I've tried from House Labs, you know, as far as like recent celebrity brands. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, guys. What are you thinking about the whole celebrity skin, especially the celebrity skincare brand? Because I feel like that is becoming the thing and it's annoying me. But also, all of these new complexion product launches, are you guys as interested as I am? Because I kind of just want to try all the foundations and all the concealers. You know what I mean? I'm very excited by that. I feel like I go through phases with makeup where I'm like all about the eyeshadows or all about the lipsticks. And I was really in a lipstick phase there for a while, especially during like the cold months. And now I'm kind of like in a blush, foundation, concealer. Like those are the three things that I'm like really obsessed with at the moment. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below, guys, what's caught your eye. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.